Before we get started, if you want step-by-step guidance from me to improve your technique, you need to check out my video courses. Go to onlinearcheryacademy.com, click Explore the Courses for a special discount. Now let's get into the video. Why are there no or very few left-handed Korean archers? This is a question that was sent in the other day. I think maybe it was to your channel, Mike, was it, that someone asked this?
Yeah, it was.
And we thought it'd be interesting to talk about it. So yeah, let's over to you, Mike. Why are there no left-handed Korean archers? Put you on the spot.
I'm going to take the guess it's because in their culture, or maybe I should say, in their 30 years ago in their culture, they didn't really believe in left-handed. They thought being left-handed was a bad thing, bad luck, bad spirit, so they would force you to be right-handed. And most left-handed people, if they're forced to be right-handed, can get competent at being right-handed. And then my guess is that being competent is not enough to get you onto the Korean archery team. You've got to be excellent. So actually, we've got a load of left-handed archers out there who just never made it because they never got onto the team. That would be my guess. But you're the one who's certainly been there and certainly lived there for short periods of time. So is there more to it?
Yeah, I don't know is the answer. I'm not entirely sure why there are very few. My best guess is that basically when you have, an elementary school system where you've got people that try archery from a young age and then they do it at high school and college and university and that kind of thing, when you have all of the equipment that's right-handed, I think it's a lot easier to basically be like, you're left-handed, let's give it a try right-handed. And then by the time you try it and then start and do this whole kind of thing, then most of the people are going to be right-handed. So I think that's kind of one thing there. I think the other thing is that even if you are left eye dominant, they will make you shoot right-handed still. So I think it's a lot more common in Western countries to go with your eye dominance even if you're right-handed, for example. So someone's left eye dominant.
A really good thing. Yeah, that's a really good point to bring up.
Because I don't know what the percentages are, but there's a lot more people. If you add left-handed people plus left eye dominant people, then you're going to get all of those shooting left-handed. But there's quite a few people actually, and I've had some comments on my channel about this before, which they've been told to shoot left-handed because of their eye dominance. And then there's some people that are left eye dominant and still shoot right-handed. So there's quite a mix. I think it's a combination.
Do you know that applies to me? Do you know I am left eye dominant?
Ah, okay. No, I didn't know that.
And
okay.
One afternoon, probably in 2009, when I had Lloyd Brown as my coach, we had a sit down and a coffee to seriously discuss whether I should change from being right-handed to left-handed.
Okay, what was the?
I'm interested in this. After being this was as a professional full-time athlete and 15 years of international success, we seriously had a conversation about whether I should turn around. Because his point was all of the issues I had with release or not unsmoothness of release and not target panic, but just not being able to shoot a relaxed shot. He comes across them so frequently with people who are shooting with the wrong eye dominance.
Yeah.
And I think at that time there was 4 people that he had changed over. Admittedly, not at this level, but all of the people he had changed over had shot better within 12 months.
Wow, okay.
And he's like, is this what's holding you back? And of course, when you're 3 years out from a home Olympics and you're sort of
that's a tough
third
decision.
or 4th on the team, it's a huge buy. And now, looking back, I wish we'd have done the bold thing. But again, the problem is when you're a professional athlete, would my team have supported me through a year of
no scores, basically.
Zero performance? Let's assume I have a year of nothing. Or would it have meant I was sending myself into certainly being unfunded, and then I wouldn't have been able to shoot full time, and then I probably wouldn't have been able to make the games. So it was an interesting conversation. Obviously, now I look back, I wish we'd have taken the bold move because it's interesting. So even though I am totally right-handed, I am not even slightly left-handed at anything. the giveaway sign is, there's lots of tests you can do for eye dominance. The easy thing, you give someone a spot and scope and say, where's that arrow? And then you just look which eye they look through the scope. It's such a, because nobody thinks about which eye they're looking through the scope. I'd never thought, I always use my left eye to look through the target.
That's funny. Yeah.
But so many release issues, target panic issues have come from people shooting with the wrong eye dominance in Lloyd's experience. And as a coach, until that point, I hadn't given eye dominance much of a thought. I was an athlete at that point, but I hadn't thought about it. I just thought about the handedness. And for me, there was no question I was right-handed. But my eye dominance, maybe I should have been shooting left-handed.
Quickly, there are 2 more ways that I can help you improve your archery. If you go to onlinearcheryacademy.com and click Become a Member, you can join my exclusive membership community where you can ask questions for Q&As, get exclusive videos, become part of a community of archers worldwide, and get loads of tips and tricks and guides in all these sections here that you can't get anywhere else. If you don't want to do anything paid at the moment, that's fine as well, and you can actually get my free email newsletter by just simply putting your email address in on the front page of onlinearcheryacademy.com. Now back to the video. I'm glad you brought that up, because the eye dominance thing, I didn't realize this for a while either, but the more I kind of looked into it, when I was writing the technique section on my website, I was looking into this. And then I think it was when I was doing my advanced recurve technique, there's a plug, go and check that out, course. But in there I mentioned about this eye dominance versus handedness dominance. And my recommendation now is, if you are cross dominant,
okay,
if you think you're doing archery and you want to get to a decent level, enjoy it, club, regional, maybe do some national competitions, you want to enjoy it mostly, and it's mostly as a hobby, that kind of thing, go with your eye dominance. It will make it easier. If you think you might get to the level of competing internationally and maybe trying to win medals, then go with your hand dominance and either block your eye or retrain your eye or that kind of thing. But I do know
Lloyd wanted to go the other way to that. He did.
No, so the same, sorry. So going with the hand dominance, I mean, yeah. So essentially,
no, Lloyd wanted to go with the eye dominance.
Lloyd wanted to make you go with the eye dominance.
Yes.
Interesting.
Yeah, he wanted to. It's still something, because you get to test it so infrequently.
Yes, of course, sorry, yeah.
Yeah, because you can't, it's not like you can test it with 100 people or 10 people even, it's such a rare thing. It's always a little bit fragmented, the knowledge, but he's more and more forming their opinion that we should have gone with my eye dominance and not the hand dominance. And that is the opposite of what I expected.
Sorry. Yeah. So that's interesting, because when I heard that first time, I obviously didn't hear it correct, because I had a preconception of the thing.
No, he was opposite to what you'd expect, and that I guess that sort of shows it, that even at people who have produced Olympic gold medals, there's still not a certain.
No.
They've got ideas and speculation, and they've got experience, but it's not like, even at that level, they haven't got you must do this, because there's so many examples either way. And it probably takes you 3 years to find out if it was the right decision. So
exactly,
there just hasn't been that many experiments.
No.
But maybe I should have been one of those experiments. It would have been interesting if nothing else.
That is interesting, but because the kind of follow-on to that I was going to mention is, I know that Kizik Lee recommends going with the hand dominance for basically the reason of, you need the fine motor control on the draw side to, expansion, fine release, not opening the fingers too much, that kind of thing. So that's interesting that obviously, because Coach Lee had that experience the other way round, and Coach Lloyd Brown has got it the other way around. So this just goes to show archery is not always as clear cut as we might like.
No,
and it's kind of interesting.
When you've only got so many few examples, how many people have changed their handedness?
Oh, yeah.
I can think of one in my career. Someone at the beginning of my time on the team, there was someone who was changing their handedness. But apart from that, I don't really know anyone. So we don't have those examples. Would I have qualified? Would I have been world number 1 instead of world number 2 if I'd have shot left-handed? Who knows?
Maybe, yeah.
And it's definitely too late to find out.
And maybe I should have done that as well. And that way I could have balanced the shoulder injury and had both of them a little bit. have both shoulders a little bit
Never
achy.
thought of that. Yeah, switch over when you've worn one shoulder out. That's another whole different argument. That is.
But yeah, anyway, I guess we digressed a little bit. But the point is, we don't fully know why there's not that many left-handed archers. We can speculate, but I would imagine in the coming years we might see a few more left-handed archers from Korea and other Asian countries. But let us know in the comments, what's your experience with cross dominance? If you are cross dominant,
Have you changed?
Has anyone changed over?
Come on, someone tell us. Have you spent 3 years doing one and then you switched and done 3 years shooting the other? It's a fascinating topic, and tell us more.
Tell us more. And if you've won a medal, you've done that and then won like a world champs medal or Olympic medal, then there's probably someone that's done that.
There probably is.
Yeah, that would be definitely really cool. But hopefully that was entertaining and somewhat useful, and we'll see you in the next video.